Right, today is pull. Trained pull the other day, but I had a bit of a dead session. So I did arms on Sunday and had a good session. Didn't train Monday, didn't train Tuesday. So I'm going to train today. My back's been fucked, so I had to do loads of stretches and that. So I did about 15-minute stretching before, but my back doesn't feel too bad. So I'm going to do pull, going to go at it. I've had a pre-workout already, just a pump pre. It's pretty much worn off by this point because my camera was dead, or nearly dead. So I had to charge that first, charge my mic, and now I'm going to train. But by now, the pre's pretty much worn off and I feel like a bit of a moody twat. Also got this in, which is actually pretty decent to be fair. I've had them before. Whether it's any good scientifically or not, couldn't give a fuck. Tastes really nice. So on the agenda, chest supported row, neutral grip pull down, single arm row, rear delt fly, incline dumbbell curl, machine preacher, rope hammer curl and a hanging leg raise. But don't know if the camera's going to hold out because it is only on 50% and I don't have a battery pack. But we'll get through as much as we can. If the camera dies halfway through the session, it's because the camera's died. It's not because I've just decided to cut it off halfway through. Let's get it. Right, so I'm going to start with chest supported row. Now, with this prime row, you can load it in 3 different places. So you can load more at the top, more at the bottom. But you can load it in the middle on this peg. That determines where it's hardest. You want to put most of the weight in the stretch. So most of the weight at the top basically, because that's where most of the growth happens supposedly. Now when it comes to any chest supported row, targeting the upper back, it's pretty much, they're all exactly the same setup. So you're gonna go pad at the top of your abs and bottom of your chest. You want to have to get up and reach for the handles like that, because then when you take it off, the weight should come off straight away. And then really focus on getting the shoulder blades together. Always do warm-up sets first, because that's gonna determine what you can do on your proper sets. So like the point of this now is just to get into it. It's not a proper set. I'm not gonna do 15, 20 reps. See people doing too many reps on warm-up sets, you don't need it. It's literally just to engage the muscle. If you're somebody that's putting 5, 6, 7 plates on here, you're not gonna dive straight in on 5, 6 or 7 plates. It's just stupid. It just doesn't make any logical sense. So you should always do warm-up sets for that reason. So I'm doing a set of 6 to 8 and a set of 8 to 10. So 6 to 8. I don't log my lifts, by the way. I get clients to do it, but I don't do it myself. I find it actually limits me sometimes because I train hard enough. And I find that when I've like, let's say, set myself up to hit the top of my rep range, I find that I basically end up not doing as much as I could do because I stop at the top of my rep range, which is just stupid. But with clients, it helps because a lot of people don't push themselves enough. So I'm going to put the 20 on the middle peg. You want most of the weight mid to lengthened range. So when the muscle's stretched, basically. The only thing is with this, I can't seem to get my straps on it. It's doing me head in. For some reason, I'm coordinated, you see. I'm not. I'm a fucking athlete, mate. JK. Oh my God, what's going on? That's so hard to get on. These straps are too short. Went Amazon, spent fucking 14 quid. And the shit. It's weird, this prime kit, so it's like some of the best kit you can get, but I've always struggled with it for some reason. I think it's because you're loading one part of the lift so much in comparison to the other parts that it just doesn't feel normal to me. Whereas like, if I jump on like a Cybex row over there, it just feels normal, it feels right, it feels very smooth, it's consistent throughout. Whereas I find that when you change the resistance profiles and you're making it really heavy in one place, it feels a little bit unnatural. Gonna try and hit 4 plates, but I think that'll be it, to be honest. I'm not the strongest guy in the world, you know what I mean? But I'm also not really arsed, and I just train because I enjoy it, to be honest. I like just coming in, getting a bit of a pump, sticking to some reasonable structure, but I'm not super rigid with programming and stuff. Just, I think you're going to get far more out of something if you actually enjoy it, because you're more likely to stick to it over time rather than being super rigid. Some people can operate in that fashion, super strict, everything's always the same, but others just doesn't suit the personality. Like with me, it doesn't suit me. I like to have a skeleton plan, but then just add a couple of bits in if I want to. I'm going to try and go no straps. It's not happening, that. Fuck off. Fucking hard work, that, innit? It's because they're tiny. These straps too small. Oh, better aren't they? The shite these. It's alright, I'm nearly done. Oh. So then I've loaded 40 at the top, 40 on the middle peg. Now for the next set, I'm going to pull a 20 off the middle and just keep it 3 plates, but 2 at the top, 1 in the middle. So then there's going to be slightly more weight in the length and in the stretch. It's also going to be a bit lighter, so I'm going to be able to hit that slightly higher rep range of 8 to 10 or 10 to 12 or whatever it was. I had a pre for time. That's the first one I've had in ages. I never have stim though. Makes me feel clapped after it. Get like these mad heavy come downs. Get like dead angry and depressed and weird. So I always have non-stim pre-workout if I have it. I don't even have like caffeine really pre. The only caffeine that I'll ever have is like a coffee. But I don't tend to have like energy drinks or like that. Just not for me. Just think they're full of shit, to be honest with you. Strictly for goths, them energy drinks, not for me. I've had them a little bit in the past, but nah, not something I want in my diet permanently. Still eat a bit of shit now and then though. Love a little donut, you know what I mean? Or like an off-plan muffin or... Nah, muffins I don't really eat that much of actually. Cookies. I like a cookie. Cookies are decent. Them almond croissants and that, heavy. I like a burger. Do like a good burger. Pasta, but there's not enough protein. When people make pasta, there's no protein in it. It's like a little bit of shitty chicken that you get. But it's just not enough. Right, set 2. With rest times, just take a minute. No, not a minute. Fucking hell, a minute. You won't be able to get about 3 reps. With rest times, I'd take roughly 2 to 3 minutes, somewhere around there. That's an half rep, that one. Never count half reps. I see people like filling in the little logbook or putting in their app on the phone, 8.5 reps or some shit. But you should only ever count full reps, because when you come to it next session, you're just going to be cheating yourself. So let's say you put 50 kilos and let's say like your rep range is 8 to 10, and instead of putting 9, you put 10, even though that 10th was just a half rep, it was more like 9.5. When you see that next session, you're going to say, oh, I can put my weight up now because I hit the top of my rep range. And then you put your weight up and you can't even get 8 with a heavier weight. That's why it's important to just be accurate. Like, stop cheating yourself and claim that you've done more reps. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, you're only cheating yourself. You're not cheating anybody else. Nobody else gives a fuck about how many reps you do on an exercise. No one cares. Right, neutral grip pull down, same rep range. One at 6 to 8, and then another one 8 to 10. Slightly heavier on the first one, lighter on the second one. I really like this bar, me. So this is mint. Always use semi-supinated grip. Sometimes you can go neutral if you want, but semi-supinated for lats is going to be your best option. Now all the science gimps are going to come at me and say, oh, neutral grip pull down, you need to be using single arm and turning away from the... Look, science is good to a point, but then after a bit, I think if you connect with an exercise, that's all that really matters. If you connect with it, you get a good stretch, you're training hard, you're taking it to failure, you're progressing your lifts, and you're actually hitting the target muscle, and you're doing enough volume, who gives a fuck? And you're paying attention to recovery, who actually cares that much? You know what I mean? Right, so one warm-up set as always. First working set, 6 to 8. I like training heavy. I think that's what people miss, man, just training heavy. I don't really like compounds that much. Like deads can't really do because of my back. Squats, prefer a machine probably over a barbell. So I'm not keen on them, but I like just lifting in the lower rep ranges. I think it's more enjoyable. I'm shaking the fuck by the last few reps, mate, not doing it right. These are pretty strong today, to be fair. Probably due to the increase in food. I had a fat Domino's on Sunday, heavy scran. Still tracked it though, to an extent. Got them to weigh out in shop. Joking, I didn't. Not that sad. It's like when people take the food scale to a fucking restaurant. I find that mad, me. West behaviour, that. Criminal. Absolutely criminal. Oh. Went way too heavy on that then. Where's my water? Oh shit, I left it all over there. Single arm rows. So this is a lat focused row. Can't really see it from there. Put it on my better side. Any lat row, you're always thinking about elbow to hip. Same with pull downs. Any lat pull down, elbow to hip. Any upper back, usually elbows out. It's usually how it goes. I say usually because I know there's going to be someone in the comments that has something to say to oppose what I've just said, which means I'm covering all bases by saying most of the time it helps me, because then people can give me less shit. Oh, not got the best control on here. Not really done it enough. Struggling with slow eccentrics. As soon as I get past 8 reps probably, I'm just gassed, you know what I mean? Cardio's probably not the best. So I tend to lift a little bit faster if I'm going past like 10 reps-ish. This is like 10 to 12, 2 sets. Good machine though, I'll tell you that for free. Decent lifting weights, isn't it? I just think sometimes it is a very one-dimensional thing. You become very limited in other areas. I find that the more that I lift weights, it gets significantly worse at everything else. And you need some fitness work or endurance work or something, even if it's just twice a week for an hour, 45 minutes. That's better than doing no fitness. You've got to do it, because even though I get your heart rate up and people are like, yeah, it's good for cardio, it's like, not really. I mean, I'm working for like 30 seconds a minute max, and then I'm resting for like 3 minutes. It's not the best for cardio really, unless you're doing big compound movements. I mean, my heart rate, I don't track my workouts, not for weights anyway. But my heart rate's probably like 65 now. And it's a minute after doing a set. 85, not 65. It says 62 6 minutes ago. But 85, 86, it's not high enough to get the benefits of cardio. So even though it is still good for you, I still suggest doing some sort of cardio alongside it. And that is something that I've lacked massively. But with me, I prefer doing like a form of sport. But I'm just trying to figure out what sport to do, because my back is pretty bad at the moment. So I used to play rugby league, I used to play football when I was a kid, but that's probably the best, most enjoyable one. Did a bit of boxing, Muay Thai. Mad facials. Right, last one on here. I think that's it for back. Could be. It's rear delts off this, but there's a guy on it now, so I'll probably hit arms. And then it rear delts, because it's just sort of an accessory movement. Doesn't really matter too much. Don't need to do it directly after back. Oh, do you know what I always think, yeah, when people don't train hard? I think, what is the point going to the gym if you're just going to go and not try? Because are you really ever going to get anything out of it if you do that? Probably not. I think most of feeling good and fulfilled and accomplished when doing something is when we know that we've given 100% no matter what. I think you often get disappointed when you haven't. I think effort is the most important thing. Let's say like you did a test when you were younger, or an exam and you were in school, and you gave it 100%, even though you got pretty shitty grades. I still think you'd feel a lot better if you gave it 100% than if you didn't, even if you got a D. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with the gym. If you've got shit genetics and you don't try, then you've got a double whammy. But if you've got shit genetics and you try and you still don't look great, you'll be happy because you've still tried. So always give it 100% on your sets. I know it's a bit of a mad analogy, but you get what I'm getting at, I hope. So movements like this, I always go higher reps. They don't really respond that well unless you hit them in the higher rep ranges. 2 sets, 15 to 20, but steadier, not explosive like you would in your heavy stuff. Yeah. So you won't struggle for the first 10 reps. Because it's such a high rep range. It'll probably take you to get to about 15 before you actually start to struggle. But that's the whole point. You've got to train within different rep ranges to grow. You don't have to, but it's supposed to be a better way of doing it. So you can listen or you can just completely ignore me. It's up to you. It's supposed to be a better way to do things anyway. But you can do it different ways. You can do it across the week. Lower rep ranges some sessions, higher rep ranges other sessions. Or you can do top set back off, like I've been doing in this session for the big stuff. And then do the same rep range for 2-3 sets on the smaller stuff. Various ways to do things. Shorter rest times too on your isolations. 1 to 2 instead of 2 to 3. That kind of thing. Because you're not going to need it. Some fucking powerful shit this, mate. I'll tell you that. Full of shit though, I reckon. Don't know, I can't even read half those words to be fair. Citrate, is that in French? Oh, that bit's in French, that's why. Kali Sorbat. That's German. Oh no, it's alright to be fair. Don't know, gives a fuck. 0 calories anyway, must be good for you. That's how it works, innit? Right, incline dumbbell curl, 2 sets, 10 to 12 with control, not too fast. Fuck, that was hard. I'm sweating, but I can't remove my hoodie because the physique is looking awful at the minute. I'm eating a lot more food than I was a month ago, which was when I did a photo shoot. Not happening. I'll do a physique update in a bit, but I can't just take the hoodie off because then you'll just see the arms, and the arms are the worst body part. Talk about fucking self-esteem issues, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm not really that bothered, to be fair. Otherwise, I'd be a bodybuilder, and I'm not. I'm like a recreational bodybuilder, where I do it for fun, but don't do it properly, even though I still do it. Can't be a bodybuilder if you've got 15-inch arms, can you? Let's be honest. It's like saying, oh, I'm a pro footballer, but I play for fucking, I don't know, where's a shit place or a shit team? I can't because I'll offend people. I don't like offending people. I don't like confrontation, you know what I mean? I like to keep the peace. Set 2. Shit, in hell, arms are weak today. Oh. Right, machine preach curl. So technically, this isn't a preach curl. The one next to us is, but it's kind of the same thing to an extent. I just call it a preach curl. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I just call it a curl machine. Doing single arm, 2 times 12 to 15. Again, like to go slightly higher rep ranges, partially because I get injured every single time I go heavy on arms and my elbows are fucked. But anyway, enough about me. There's a couple of things to adjust. The seat height and the back pad is too far forward. Your arm's going to be too far forward and your elbow's going to be all the way over here. The taller you are, or the longer your arms are, because you might be really tall with short arms, the further back the pad goes. In terms of the seat, basically what you want to do is you want to be able to extend your arm properly, stretch your bicep properly. Already, because the seat's too high, my arm's starting from a very bent position. No pun intended. So I can't really do the exercise properly. So what you want to do is get your upper arm, where your tricep is, flat on this pad. If the seat's too high, you'll be curling like this, half reps. All the way in, control it, squeeze. I got like 9 and a bit, it's too heavy. Obviously just coming off that curl, that other curl. It's a mad position to film from this. Hey! Get a proper squeeze. Something I could never do on arms was actually contract my bicep properly, and only recently I've been able to do it, and it's took me years. Could never actually feel it. It's because I weren't coming in far enough. Kept going too heavy. Can't go heavy on arms, man. Especially if you've got shit genetics. This one's miles stronger than the other one though. It's weird because I'm ambidextrous. Oh, so that was like 10 and 12 or something. I always say to people, just match what you did on the other arm. If you got 10 on one arm, do 10 on the other arm, but that was nowhere near failure, that one. And I thought, it's only 2 reps in it. Oh my God. They're definitely coming on. I feel like they're the only muscle that is actually doing anything at the minute. Obviously come out of a massive diet. Didn't diet proper like I did last time. Got properly leaner out, I didn't do that. Got a decent nick, but got very light, which was kind of concerning. Lost all my strength, everything. So now we're just going back up. Put like a few kilos back on, but not much. Been scranning though, I'll tell you that. Must be putting away like 3-5 a day, maybe on average, something like that. I've been tracking, as always. I don't think I've ever stopped tracking. I think I've been tracking for like 5 years straight. Because I just can't not track. I can eat and not track. I'm not a psycho. I can eat and like not be like, oh, it's not that. I just like to do it because I've just built a routine. It's just part of who I am now, you know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna attempt another set. The thing is, it's quite a big drop. It goes from 30 to 23, which is quite a substantial decrease. So I don't know if this is gonna be heavy enough. We'll try it though. Move the camera. Got bigger peaks than Mount Everest, me. That was a joke. Some bigger peaks at the bottom of the ocean. What am I on about? Just filling gaps now at this point. You don't have to watch the rest if you don't want. Just like and subscribe before you go. No worries. Didn't want that extra rep anyway, you know what I mean? Oh, look at that. I can actually feel it. Oh my God. God damn. I'm hoping to, basically with these YouTube videos, I'm hoping to break the agenda that I'm a moody bastard. Because I'm actually not. I'm actually all right. I think what it is, when you've got a camera in front of you and you're just talking for like 1 minute video on social media, it's difficult to get your personality across because I've got something in my head. So let's say I'm talking about how to do this exercise. That's all I'm there to talk about. So I can't be funny because I'm on my own. How do you be funny on your own? You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do, crack a joke to myself. I don't know. People who say like, oh, why don't you be yourself on videos and stuff? I don't even know what that means, to be fair. I don't know. I've got something to talk about and I just talk about it and then I'm done. So I'm hoping these videos, when I get into them a little bit, because this one was a little bit stiff, they'll bring out my personality a little bit more, which would be fantastic. Next. Right, I've got 1 movement left and I'm on 8% battery. So we've managed to make it. I'm very surprised because it died quite quickly at first. It was going down quickly. but we've managed to pull it back. So I'm gonna go hammer curls, 3 sets, 12 to 15, good squeeze at the top. Not gonna go mad heavy because I've just done 2 arm movements, probably gonna be 10, 12 kilos. And then that's it. I'm not gonna do hanging leg raises because of my back. Have you got sore back? Because you've never fucking said. So we'll do 10s probably. I think realistically doing 10s is a good idea. And then I am done. Let's get it. Right, I'm gonna do a physique check while we're here. Oh, can't actually look that bad. Thought it'd be a lot worse, to be fair. But pumps have been getting decent pumps considering. You know what I mean? Not too bad. Now we're putting a bit more food away and stuff. Managing to get a decent pump and get some good sessions in. Pretty happy with it. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I look all right. Very surprised. I'm on 6% from one exercise. No worries. How do I? You see me or not? Hey guys. Abs a lot though. I've not really got any anymore. Just got shit ton of body fat. Not shit ton, but it's quite a bit. Thing is, the issue I've got, right, is when I bulk, I don't carry a lot of body fat on my midsection. I'm not saying that, but it goes straight to the midsection, pretty much. So I know if I get past this weight now of 87 kg or whatever I am, it's just gonna go straight to the midsection. Like I've already lost my abs. You know what I mean? Not that I had great abs anyway, but they've already gone. Obviously, I don't want to lose them more. You know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna leave it there because I can't be arsed and I'm on 5%. Quick, we're on 5%. I need to hurry up. Physique check. The lighting's pretty honest in here, even though it's very bright. That is what I currently look like. That is the current physique. What about if we turn that one off? Oh, that one. It's a mad down lighting. Oh, fuck. Oh my God, you're so big. Not bad. Could look better, but we move. Can't even see my legs from there, can you? Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching. My camera is on 3%, so subscribe. It's been a pleasure. Any questions, leave them down in the comments. And if you want coaching, go to my website. Or if you want to buy a one-off plan, actually, I sell one-off plans now. Go and buy one, because I'll get you big as fuck. JK, subscribe.